Hello one and all, and welcome to YouTuber Review, a show where we go through some of the biggest names in YouTube and analyze them for their quality of content, the current status of their channels, and the personalities they put behind it, while at the same time giving them a minor helping of criticism, but only as long as you spell minor like this.
On our last episode, the Mighty Wheel of Selection chose none other than the YouTube animator TonyvToons, a person who normally makes short-life stories and puts them together in animation style. However, this doesn't mean that he doesn't do face cam, because he does every so often. Just when he does, he tends to turn the brightness scale up to 1000, and of course is a member of the animation squad. And that means that he often collaborates with all the other members in the animation squad. I mean, he does this a lot. Now, I had been meaning to make a TonyvToons review for a long time now because, well, he even volunteered to have one made about him back on the Jaden Animations review. And the only reason I held off on reviewing him is because people were telling me I was doing too many animators. But obviously, the wheel wanted Tony. So a lot of you might be asking, why is Tony so well known and why is his content so well received? Well, there are quite a few reasons, and I'll just break those down in a little bit. However, one thing is immediately clear, and that is that he goes for the moving comic style animation that we saw in The Odd Ones Out. If you look close here, you can even see the bounce effect. But before we get too deep, because this is the intro after all, let's just get right into it. The animator, known as TonyvToons, according to his About page, has been on the wonderful site known as YouTube for just over 3 years, joining on August 29th, 2013. And his description only states the bare minimum, saying his name, what his channel is about, and including an emoji. And even though Tony's only been on this website for about 3 years, he's already gained an insane following. I mean, honestly, look at that number. That is an excessive amount of cookies. That is way too many of them. And Tony himself is quite well known and regarded for his high quality animations, which do in fact take up a bulk of his channel. I mean, his name is TonyvToons after all, and anything other than animations being made on his channel would be a little bit jarring, to say the least. I mean, honestly, could you imagine someone with the name TonyvToons doing food reviews? No, it wouldn't work. Animations it fits. However, animations is not the only thing that TonyvToons does, and he actually is featured on several other channels, including a gaming channel called Polar Wall Games, which is run by him and another YouTuber by the names of TwinsiesFX. And then Tony even has a secondary vlog channel by the name of TonyV2, which, to be completely frank, never really took off, as you can tell by its complete lack of anything. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Tony is part of the Animation Squad, which is a small but talented group of YouTube animators, some of which we have even featured on the show in the past, including The Odd Ones Out, Jaden Animations, and It's Alex Clark, all of whom listed have had several cameos in TonyvToons videos portraying several different characters. Yeah, TonyvToons collaborates quite a bit with other people. However, this only began about a year ago with his first collaboration, which happened to be on a Scary Stories video with Jaden Animations herself, a person in which, well, eventually he would end up being, well, hardcore shipped with. And while Taden is a cute name, I still prefer Joni2K16. If you don't get that joke, go back and watch the original The Odd Ones Out review. And originally, his videos seemed to be about personal projects and also game highlights for other gaming channels, such as the GameGrumps and Pewdiepie. His first video on the channel being one of these gameplay highlight videos, which in total was 45 seconds long, called Pewdiepie Animated Fuck This Re-Upload, and was also uploaded 2 years ago. And of course his title in all caps. And with that being said, let's just take a look at it.
Whoa. Somebody out there? Fuck this shit! Definitely not a chicken Hitler. No. Hey, you got Fana. Oh, there we go. You can what? What is this?
Now, truth be told, that wasn't a completely horrible beginner animation. I mean, for the first video on this channel, and also being an animator,
it was pretty decent. Now, the art itself was alright at best. I mean, he definitely had not set into his current animation style yet. But again, for starting out as the first video on his channel, it was pretty good. Now, of course, he did a GameGrumps one as well, but you have to go watch that yourself. You won't regret it. Seriously, go. But if you do want to be a full TonyvToons elitist, he did upload a video to his channel titled Reacting to My First Videos, and, well, they looked a little bit something like this.
Okay, what's wrong?
I'm bored.
So, what do you want to do? Okay, I know what we can do.
But yeah, if we were entirely basing his channel off of these Newgrounds animations, well, his channel would definitely be getting a 2 out of 10, roasted in the backyard with the marshmallows. Seriously, the art was just bad, the lip syncing was non-existent to say the least, and the voice, well, the voice sounded like it had been recorded not on a toaster, but on a microphone you bought at the dollar store. Seriously, the Newgrounds animations were pretty cringeworthy to say the least. And well, earlier I know I said that he mostly does animations. Well, I said that because in some of his earlier videos there were definitely some shitposts in there, including a 19-second video uploaded 2 years ago with the name But First, and I'm sure you know exactly what this is going to be.
I really need one. But first,
Fucking right in the pussy!
And although that really was a one-time thing that didn't really fit with the rest of his channel, he does break up his uploads from time to time with a little bit of a live stream here and there. And much like a lot of other artists on YouTube, he does do the occasional speed art video, and normally when he does do a speed art, it is on a design that's going to be on one of his merch items. So if you're going to get a t-shirt or a hoodie or something like that, you can watch him actually make the design for it. And of course, while he's doing so, he will vlog and basically tell you what's up. However, on a channel like Tony's, it is really, at the end of the day, the animations that matter the most. So let's take a look at his newest animation, I'm Too Old, featuring Jaden Animations, and it's Alex Clark.
Growing up kinda sucks. There are some things in life that you'll only be able to do as a kid, and once you grow up, they'll just never be the same again. Do you guys remember those rides that were like inside of malls or outside of stores? You know, the ones where you pop a quarter in and have the time of your life for about a minute and a half? Yeah, those were low-key pretty awesome. But they're not really fun anymore when you look like this on them. You know what else was awesome as a kid? Bouncy castles. You know, your friend's throwing a birthday party and he's having a bouncy castle. You already know that party's gonna be lit.
And immediately, we can see a major improvement from his first video to his newest one, because everything is very well drawn. The animation itself is insanely smooth and flows together with the story. The art itself looks polished, and his microphone is no longer a toaster. Seriously, it's a very well put together animation that looks like it had a lot of time put into it. And that's the thing about these animation channels. Just watching the video, you can tell the amount of time and effort that went into creating each piece. And it makes it understandable even when his banner says he uploads a video every Friday. That doesn't end up really being the case every so often, because these do take a very long time to make, and most people understand that. And although he is an animation channel, I've seen more redesigns in his character than any other YouTube channel that we've seen yet. I mean, just look at all these different types I was able to find in like 30 seconds. It's a lot of style changes for just 2 years of uploading, but in the end, it evolved into the style that we have now, which is very good. But now I feel it is time to take a look at TonyvToons as a whole. Well, first things first, TonyvToons has a very, very unhealthy obsession with chocolate chip cookies. Seriously, they're like his favorite thing in the entire world. He has given his subscribers the name of Toonies. His channel, for the most part, is extremely kid-friendly, and he does not curse at all. Well, I mean, except for that he originally started by animating on Newgrounds. Early on his channel, he was supposed to make a series called Personal Space, but he only ended up making 3 minutes of one episode and then basically abandoned the project because he didn't really like it as much. Unfortunately, he has been a victim of having his animation stolen, and not only that, having it featured on Pewdiepie while it was stolen. That seriously had to hurt. And of course, he tries to incorporate all the newest slang that he can into his videos. He is almost as bad of a student as me. And finally, he is Team Valor. Represent it, man. But that being said, I feel it is time to give TonyvToons a final score. So for those of you who are new to this show, we rate channels under 4 different categories: a 9 to 10 gets them a subscribe, a 6 to 8 gets them a check them out, a 4 to 5 gets them a maybe watch one of their videos and make your own opinions on them, and a 1 to 3 means avoid the channel at all costs. So what score does TonyvToons get? And honestly, I feel like giving him anything other than a 9 or a subscribe would be a crime against humanity. Seriously, the videos he puts out now are genuinely really good and very well put together. They are extremely clean animations. And really, everything that he uploads now is something that you're genuinely going to enjoy. His videos, like a lot of other animation channels, can be watched over and over again several times, and you won't even mind that you've already seen it because it genuinely entertains you. For those of you out there who are going to be saying, oh, but Whiplash, you always give the animation channels a subscribe. Well, what can I say? I'm a sucker for them. Seriously, the only thing keeping him from a 10 in my mind is the fact that he uploads so infrequently, but as I stated before, that's completely understandable because, well, animations do take quite a long time to make. And again, it is always worth the wait when he does come out with one. And of course, his animating style is a very cutesy style, which not everyone may like. However, I do, so it's good. But with that said, it is once again time to spin the mighty wheel of selection. Wait a minute, we have yet another volunteer coming forward. That's right, we have Mr. Beast coming forward, volunteering for a YouTuber review. So, you got it, man. You will be featured next Wednesday. That being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. Be sure to go and check out TonyvToons. I have one of his videos playing on screen right now, so all you have to do is click it, and it will send you right to his channel. You can watch any of his videos, you can subscribe to him, you can do whatever. Just go check him out. You honestly will not regret it. As well as also go and check out Lord Bung. He is a very, very underrated animation channel here on YouTube. If you like Adult Swim and you like any of the stuff that TV company does for their shows, well, you're definitely going to enjoy Lord Bung because he does videos in that style, and they're genuinely very good, and they're most of the time 20 minutes long, so be sure to buckle up and strap in for some of those. But again, they are videos that you will enjoy, so go ahead and check them out. So make sure to go follow me on Twitter because I do a bunch of random stuff there, and you can help decide future videos. And that being said, I will see you on the next video tomorrow. As always, Whiplash signing out.